Where in your life do you feel you began to really have the ability to trust men and women, or one or the other? Did it come at the same time, or was it separate?
The ability to trust. I think that's always in process. I am always gaining greater trust. I think it's, I talk with the women that I work with, I talk about parfaits. I think it's another layer in the parfait of life. And as I've built the trust within myself, being able to stay with myself and with my feelings and with my fears and my emotions as I've written about and experienced, and with the questioning of my own belief system, which I really had to do, then I've developed more trust within me. So I have a greater comfort level, and that has happened in tandem. I think that's the right word. In conjunction, in parallel with being able to trust others. The women in the club I started communicating with and being friends with, and that trust developed as I was developing my own trust. And as far as the men, or men in general, I will say that kind of work will affect how anyone looks at men. I don't care. It's like when I was working catering. I was affected by the people who we were catering the parties for, in that over time I saw that people can be very rude, or they're leaving their shrimp heads on the shrimp plate. I mean, so whatever profession you're in, you're going to develop a thought about the people that you're exposed to. So over time, I think that my trust in men, it never waned, but I never had a lot to begin with, unfortunately.
How are you relaying your messages of trust and love to others so that they can pick it up and utilize it themselves, use it in their own lives?
I highlight in detail how I had to come to my own love of my body and trust my body. So there's many examples of my experiences where I questioned. So there's that piece of it. Reading the book actually will inspire and motivate and give insight. As I'm navigating and learning how to do business, I'm bringing classes to women. I'm doing online classes. I'm creating information products, and basically all of them are designed to do what I've had to do, and the process that I have used to move away from being this woman who was disconnected, who was a substance addicted, who was chaotic and hollow and confused, to that of being a woman today where I can stand tall, or I can sit in an interview and share honestly my fears, my foibles, and be okay and not ashamed and not guilty and truthful and honest. And I think that is one of the things that's missing in our culture. And I think that there is an epidemic of disconnect, personal disconnect. Our brain from our body. So many people are cut off and they're not feeling, and yet there is. I had someone mention to me that there is an epidemic of connect. And in a way, she was right, because we are so connected to everything, to what's happening in Syria, to so many tragedies, and through social media, and we're all overwhelmed. But that's not real, in a sense. That's connection, and that's the other extreme. So I think the epidemic of disconnect has led to this overabundance of connect and concern for others. But really, it all comes back to us. Everything starts with us. So my message of all relationships, starting with the relationship you have with yourself, starts here. It starts with my memoir, and then it will expand into all of the other areas that I work with.